Hi, my name is Ryan Lane, and welcome to my review channel. So for today's movie, I will be reviewing John Wick Chapter 4, directed by Chad Stahelski and starring Keanu Reeves, Donnie Yen, Ian McShane, and Bill Skarsgård. Anyway, this film takes place after the events of Chapter 3 Parabellum. John Wick, played once again by Keanu Reeves, has had time to heal from his wounds, and he has decided to do what he does best: get revenge. More specifically, revenge on the entire high table. Like, this time around, John Wick has decided to go all scorched earth on the high table and assassinate all of them. To which the high table has responded, challenge accepted. And they have decided to hire a Marquis Vincent de Gramont, played by Bill Skarsgård, and they have given him a blank check to go out and assassinate him and assassinate anyone who has ever so much as lent a penny to John Wick. Anyway, dealing with such a ferocious opponent, John Wick decides to take a different route and essentially challenge the Vincent to a duel. However, it's not exactly as simple as sending in text to Vincent saying, "Hey, you want a duel?" John Wick is going to have to hop through some very painful hurdles in order to get his way out of his life being threatened, one way or the other, as Ian McShane's Winston puts it. So the performance, once again, are all great. Even characters who only have one scene make a great impression thanks to three-dimensional writing. Keanu Reeves, once again, shines as the assassin of few words, with a love and affinity for puppies and a hatred of those who would hurt puppies. Donnie Yen also makes a great impression as a newcomer to the franchise, playing Kane, a blind assassin who, just watching how he navigates the environment and fights off opponents, is some of the best and most creative material in this franchise to date. And this is a film with a lot of creative set pieces. So watching him use his environment and just navigate is some of the best stuff. Also, Bill Skarsgård makes a great impact as an ambitious but rule-bound assassin who is desperate to achieve glory. And also, a newcomer by the name of Shamir Anderson makes an impression as Mr. Nobody, completely unrelated to the Nobody film. A assassin who, with a emotional support dog, mind you, he emotionally supports the dog, not the other way around. And he has an interesting route. He is not so much trying to assassinate John Wick, he's trying to assassinate all those who would try to kill John Wick. Not out of the goodness of his heart, mind you. He's just doing it because the longer John Wick lives, the higher up the bounty goes on John Wick. So that's some pretty good writing right there for a character. And then there's, it's just a lot of characters that even make so much as one impression, like the Belarusian tribe from which John Wick hails. Great casting there and writing. Like, just a simple interaction between John Wick and a woman when he interacts with her in a church is really low-key funny. The screenplay is, once again, solid, and it handles its themes of ambition and consequences very well. Characters are forced to contend with the consequences of their hubris, and they have to ask themselves just how much are they willing to endure to achieve their goals. It's really well done. Like, just one interaction between Vincent and Mr. Nobody really shows how great the writing is. Plus, the dialogue is rich with subtext, and every interaction between the characters has so much emotional depth to it. You really do believe that these characters share a history with one another. And yet, the film manages to avoid over-explaining the relationships. It gives you just enough information to keep you interested, but withholds it to maintain the mystery of this world. The film also manages to have the interactions between the characters involve in an organic and engaging manner. Like, alliances will be formed and broken in ways that are logical and fit with each character. And as for the action sequences, well, at this point, if a John Wick movie doesn't have good action scenes, hell has truly frozen over at this point and cinema will be dead. The action scenes are, well, simply put, the creators are not resting on their laurels. Every action set piece is distinct and features elements that hasn't been seen in the previous films, like everything from Paris to Osaka is just another playground for the filmmakers to play with and show just how creative they can be with the set pieces. Everything from guns to nunchucks to pencils. Every weapon is on, anything and everything can be used as a weapon. It just great writing right there. Plus the sound design. This is the first time I've really noticed just how great the sound design is. Everything from the shooting of guns to the sounds of blades cutting and dragging on other metal. It all sounds great. It's really well done. Like, just, yeah. Plus the camera work. Like, this film shows how action scenes can use good cinematography, because a lot of films I've seen in the past, they use one takes, but not really. They're just a bunch of separate takes awkwardly, well, maybe not awkwardly, but noticeably stitched together in post. This film actually uses long takes, like, or at the very least, it disguises the cuts very well. Like, you'd have to, really focus to see them if there are. Plus, the film even manages to use video game inspired cinematography in a way that enhances the story and even takes inspiration from the John Wick video game in some ways, really giving a bit of a circular art imitates life, but what about art imitating art type situation. The one issue with the action scenes is they can go on a little too long, which, I mean, at this point in this franchise, it's kind of akin to having too much cake. Yes, it's a problem, but at the end of the day, it's a nice problem to have. So with all that in mind, thanks to great action set pieces, smart writing, and three-dimensional characters, I will be giving John Wick Chapter 4 4.5 out of 5 stars. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good rest of your day. If you like this review and would like to see more like it, be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. And for today's comment section prompt of the day, did you like John Wick Chapter 4? Why or why not?